a French writer in Beirut, or a Dutch painter somewhere in Cairo, or even a Moroccan sculptor in Germany. Artists from Europe and from the Arabic world are traveling to each other's countries to work there, to study there. The European Cultural Foundation, ECF, has been initiating these cultural exchanges, believing that a healthy artistic cultural life might help develop a healthy community. Of the ECF, of the European Cultural Foundation, Odile Chenal is here. Odile Chenal, can you tell me, many artists travel and work in other places. Why do they like it? Why do they do it that often?
Yeah, it's something you see, it's not new, it's something you see in the history. I think artists are looking for inspiration, opening their imagination when entering new worlds, new artistic languages. But what is now really interesting is to understand why now artists from Europe and Middle East and North Africa is exchanging more than in the past, and that in the last year there have been a lot of exchange residents of artists. Why is this interest in the Arab world now?
Yes, it's interesting from a cultural point of view. It's interesting to see, for instance, when a Dutch painter is using Arabic figures, Arabic forms, etc. But you, as the Cultural Foundation, as the ECF, you have this second thought. Why are you initializing this kind of exchanges?
Because we do believe that really exchange between artists can contribute to better understanding of at least negotiating, trying to understand difference, etc., but also really for artistic purpose, to really enrich the artistic language. But it is clear at the same time that the interest for the Arabic countries and Arabic creation, contemporary creation now, it's also taking place in a very specific cultural context, especially since
9/11.
9/11,
yes.
you see that
yes.
a lot. The foundation, the European Cultural Foundation, was active in cooperation with the Middle East and North Africa before we started in the 90s. But you see that since 9/11, there is a really growing interest from artistic and cultural organizations for this exchange. And I think it has indeed this double artistic and cultural level. And it shouldn't be a problem as long as that is make clear in which cultural context it takes place, and also that the artists are giving the space on developing their independent activities and creation.
Yeah. And those, for instance, I was talking about a French writer in Beirut, probably has been one, or a Dutch painter in Cairo.
Yeah.
Do those artists really exchange views and opinions in a community where they are living for a month or 2 or 3?
It depends. It depends what they are aiming at, and some of them really go there to have nearly a kind of retreat, just to look and feel and develop their imagination. Some of others are really a kind of social engagement, and they want to, in their artistic work and artistic process, to enter discussion with the people around. It really depends. Artists have many different reasons to go somewhere. It could be really for their artistic creation, for social reasons, maybe for their career development. And it's very important then when starting artist residence, this aim are made clear by both the artist and also the host organization. And I think that's very important, especially now when you see that artist residents are really developing very quickly. It's a kind of fashion, where in the past we were creating festivals, etc. Now you see a lot of cities, cultural organizations creating residence for artists.
And when a European artist is coming to a small village somewhere in the Arabic world,
Yeah.
where people, well, they have a different life than this artist has.
Yes.
They might be very prejudiced, and as well, the artist may be very prejudiced about what kind of people he will meet there. Those prejudices, when working together, when doing some cultural projects, are they disappearing?
It depends. It depends. I don't think that culture is always a positive tool or gives always a positive approach.
But you hope it will be.
We hope.
Yes.
We hope it does. And the fact that artists are staying there, trying to look, to listen, to understand, to visualize, to develop their imagination, very often it brings to another view.
Yeah.
And their view, they can then bring it back in their home country.